ever talking about this situation, you know what I'm saying? We gotta have the right song. Gotta have the right song, man.
Psst, I see dead people. Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They industry can hate me.
I am not.
Mama, how many options?
Double upload, back to back, 2 days in a row. Double upload. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna talk about the situation either way, whether or not he uploaded or not, because it's getting wicked, bro. It's getting wicked, bro. 2 days in a row, mad stuff came out about this situation. And if I ain't gonna lie, he might, the way it sounded, he might get taken down, bro. They might lob off Mr. Beast's head in the process. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. How do I put it? The irony of this situation is niggas are making it different.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Amen, bro. How do I put this? It's good, bro. Some people are ignoring it because of the fact that Chris is trans. You feel me? And feel about that how you may, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You feel me? However you feel about the situation doesn't matter. He's talking to little kids. And it's like they be letting other people know when someone else does something even similar to this, it's banhammer, which don't get me wrong, justifiably so. But Chris does it, and it's kind of just like, oh well, you know, he's trans. Y'all being mean to the trans person. Y'all being mean to the goddamn Decepticon. You feel me? And I can't justify that. With that being said, let's get into this video though.
Recently, Mr. Beast became the most subscribed to person.
Indeed, he cooked T-Series ass. 305 million is insane. Hold up. Did the number go down? Number might have gone down by now. The number might have gone down a little bit. I mean, it's probably still like high as hell because it's Mr. Beast, but it probably went down a little bit. As you can see, I be watching your videos, bro. No, it's still 305. It's still 305. That's why I know it's starting to slow down a little bit because it's still 305. There's no way Mr. Beast's number should still be the same after a day.
On the entire platform. Year after year, he has consistently dropped some of the biggest videos on YouTube.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, he's at the head of so many metas. Bro, the whole giving out money trend, Mr. Beast started that. The whole circle trend, Mr. Beast started that. Like last to leave things, that was all Mr. Beast, bro. He's at the forefront of so many goddamn trends by himself, bro. It's insane.
And he's the type of guy that really prides himself on avoiding any sort of controversy around his name.
Indeed.
And in general, it seems like he really just wants to have fun while helping people out and making these different big ideas of his come to life.
Great fucking guy.
But one controversial topic around him and his brand has been one of his best friends.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't even look at this nigga's face. I'm sending Twitter link. We gonna have to look at that the same and different. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This face right here, really, I don't know how I can feel about this face, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Chris has been with Jimmy since the start of his days on YouTube and is actually one of his childhood friends. And over time, the audience came to know and love Chris like they do many of the other recurrent people on.
I rock with Chris. I'm not gonna lie. He was a little bit he was a little bit overly phobic. You feel me? He was a little bit overly phobic, if you get what I'm saying. But that makes sense now, based on, you know what I'm saying, the nigga situations. You feel me? But definitely overly phobic though. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you watch some of the old videos where like it was like shooting a bullet through where they were just on some country shit. So these niggas is country. There's some country shit, and yeah, you could tell that overly phobic, bro.
Well, you might remember last year we talked about Chris in a highly controversial video posted by Sunny V2, and the main topic being discussed in this video was Chris becoming, well, Chris with a K.
That's how they look? That's how that nigga looks? What the fuck? That's not even the same person.
Main topic being discussed.
I haven't seen the nigga in months, but that's not even the same person.
Was Chris becoming?
Nah, that surgery is crazy.
Sunny V2.
That surgery is crazy. That surgery went crazy. That nigga surgeon went crazy. Surgeon went stupid.
Discussed in this video was Chris becoming.
Nah, surgeon went crazy. Surgeon went crazy.
Well, Chris with a K and transitioning from a man to.
surgeon went stupid, bro.
Needless to say, the reception for this video was really all over the place. Over the years, people had come to know Chris as a married Christian family man, so many.
Yeah, but I feel like that was more the shock. I feel like some people are rocking because they're phobic. There's always gonna be those people. Mr. Beast has such a big audience, there's always gonna be those people. There's no way to avoid that. But I feel like some people was like, bro, you have a son and a wife. What are you doing? And like, I'm never gonna tell someone to not live their life, but you can't act like you don't have a son and a wife and that this is just all cool. You feel me? Like, a lot of kids watch your channel. What are they gonna think of you just abandoning your? You know, I mean, I guess live your life, but you still got a wife and kid that you made a commitment to. You feel me? If you knew you felt the way from like years ago, because your son was like 4 at the time, maybe you should have just, you know, abort mission. What?
Many fans and critics alike did find his transition to be a little bit jarring, including Nick Merckx, who has been very vocal about his opinions. Now, Mr. Beast has made it beyond clear that Chris is his day one best friend, and he will always support.
All this and piss me off. Surprising. I mean, and this is why I say Mr. Beast is cool peoples, because even though he's country as shit, he still be letting it rock. That's still his means at the end of the day, so he can still respect it.
Him.
But he was wrong, Mr. Beast. Chris Tyson is your fucking nightmare. They were right a year ago.
Even expressing displeasure towards people who had bad things to say.
Oh, she going to think about it. By the new name? Doesn't he go to shoots? Spend more time with him. Tuck man is always fine. Not sure why this is rumor thing. Yeah, I'm not okay. How do I put this? They're saying that because this one nigga. Hold on, this one former Mr. Beast worker was saying shit about how. Fuck. Anyways, they were saying things about. Yeah, ex-employee right here. Boom.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles.
Hold on, let me turn off the music. I'm outside Mr. Beast's studio right now. Here's a cornfield. I'll explain that tomorrow. I've just been driving by looking to see, you know, is there an FBI raid going on?
Mr. Beast compound.
My name's Dawson. I worked at Mr. Beast from February to May of this year, 2024. Chris is the tip of the iceberg. And when Jake the Viking says Mr. Beast knew, yeah, Mr. Beast knew. I heard many times that Ava, Chris Tyson, is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much. And when all this information comes out about everything that she knew, everything other people know, I promise you on everything Mr. Beast has done. Amazon, if you can get your money back, get your money back.
How do I put it? Okay, first off, them doing that makes sense. Don't get me wrong. The NDA could be perfectly real. And in reality, if you think about it, Mr. Beast having NDA makes perfect sense. At this point, Mr. Beast is literally a giant company. Jimmy Donaldson is just the head of that company. Mr. Beast in its entirety is a 305 million viewer company. Plus other channels. So if you combine all channels, you're talking almost 400 million viewers. Sorry, 400 million subscribers. It's literally a giant company. So it doing that makes sense because you're talking about the process behind his channel. When I was looking on the front, it does. Certain companies have NDAs on the front. I'm sorry. Certain companies have like their NDA logo on the front, if we're being honest. In all fairness, I wouldn't understand why he'd do that. But in all fairness, depending on what's in the clause, he might just violate his NDA by even talking about the fact that he has an NDA. If we're being honest. He might get taken to court off that alone. Because that might be seen as violating his NDA. Because so depending on the NDA, you can't talk about the fact that you even have an NDA. So that might just be him fucking himself over for a clout. But here's my thing. There's definitely people that have like after leaving Mr. Beast, they started like fucking around for clout and talking shit on Mr. Beast, and riding bandwagons. But there's also a chance that that's true. Don't get me wrong. Chris Tyson was a goddamn liability. But at the same time, one, he probably knows a lot about Mr. Beast because they grew up together. Duh. And you can't exactly have your most pivotal figure down, like crashing. You know what I'm saying? Duh. in all fairness, Mr. Beast probably said some very homophobic, very transphobic things in the past, because they're both incredibly country. That just makes sense. Look at their old videos. You could just tell that they didn't make nothing but like homophobic jokes or gay jokes in general, for being honest.
Say about Chris and claiming that he is an amazing parent. Even till this day, it's like constantly a huge topic of discussion online, because not only is it such a hot topic in general, but he's also involved with the biggest YouTuber in the world.
Literally.
And now Chris is once again being discussed, and it seems like their past is coming back to haunt them in the form of some strange tweets. Above that, there's also some more recent allegations that point towards Chris having a Dr. Disrespect type of relationship with a fan. First, let's talk about this video that recently came out and now went viral that shows old tweets from Chris back in the 2017 to 2018 range.
Wait, hold on. 2017 is insane. Because wait, how old is Mr. Beast? Like 26? So this is probably around the time he started his channel. Like around the time his channel really picked up steam, if we're being for real. If I'm not wrong, at least. That should be around the time where he picked up his steam. Or like his channel picked up steam. If I'm not wrong, because I don't know, for to be honest. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. Anyways, yeah, it should be around there that his channel really picked up steam.
This video immediately connects Chris with a person named Shadman, who is known for his explicit drawings online, and he apparently got famous for depicting all kinds of disgusting things in these drawings, including underage individuals in these illustrations doing vile things.
That's disgusting. Drawing that's disgusting.
Enjoying
that's even worse though, but drawing is disgusting.
Anyone who thinks this stuff is okay needs to be thrown under the jail with the likes of EDP. Basically, weirdos use this art angle as a...
That's when they were in college. That's when he was still in college. Because he's 26, so like around he might be a little bit aware. I think he's like 26 though. So looking 8 years ago, so he's 18.
Bypass to enjoy, though the legality of it does still seem kind of vague to me. Well, basically back in the day, Chris posted a ton about Shadman and even had his artwork up at his house in the background of an old Mr. Beast video. He also posted several tweets about enjoying this type of artwork in general.
What? Nah, bro. This is going in the thumbnail. Man. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is going in the thumbnail. Yes, sir. This gotta go right in the thumbnail. That's going right in the thumbnail, bro. That's insane. That's disgusting. No, that's disgusting. That's actually disgusting.
And other suggestive posts about various cartoon characters. And even though most of these posts are like 7 years old at this point, at the time he was still a 21-year-old man.
I'm thinking, okay, they're like 18. Not justifiable, but it's not as bad. But you 21 talking about a 4-year-old looks so good.
And this isn't just like some racist stuff or something that there could be like more gray area on. Or you could say, oh, that was just like part of the times back then. This is some weird shit that he was interested in to a massive extent. Like a grown man hanging a picture on their wall of this nasty stuff takes quite a bit of premeditated.
Bonus fidget spinners to really throw in some extra. Yo, how it took so many years for y'all to find this? You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad because it took y'all years to find that Drake video from like 07 from Colorado. So
obviously people already thought that was very strange of him, but it's really nothing compared to this more damning allegation, where people are claiming to have exposed Chris for having an inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old fan when he was 20 years old, and that this online communication continued for several years. Shout out to this man Prism, who is the first one to bring this to light. So there's this kid who goes by the nickname LavaGS Online, and it seems like he was a massive Mr. Beast fan back in the day, and even got to work for Jimmy at some point in the past.
He's advertised and sort of by they work for Mr. Beast. This has not been removed.
Helping with his gaming channel. It seemed like over the years they developed several channels of communication from Snapchat.
So then Twitter asked me to come help on Mr. Beast's team.
Over the years they developed several channels of communication from Snapchat.
I get weird snap from Chris. 2019. So if he's 20 now, so in 2019, oh, he's our age. So he was literally like in freshman year of high school. That's disgusting. We're talking like a 14, 15-year-old because this is what, 5 years ago now? So he's like 15, 14. And you're getting messages from grown 22-year-old men saying, coming for America.
That's to Twitter messages.
There's Jimmy asking me to come up with
Discord DMs.
This ain't true.
In private gaming sessions. Which, let me just pause the video right there and say that I already have a problem with that. Unless someone is like your cousin or related to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If it's the cousin or like someone you know in high school that like, okay, you was a freshman, they were a senior, and that's gang, then that's one thing. Or like you grew up with them, you know what I'm saying, with them niggas, that's one thing. The first slide alone was insane. You 20 years old sending a 15-year-old message talking about some coming for America. That's weird as hell. Then all these different messages online, I feel like that's a little bit odd. You know what you're trying to do with that.
To you in some way. There is absolutely no reason that it.
Especially if that's your fan. You should never be doing that to someone that watches you and thinks of you as like thinks of you as some type of like celebrity or some shit like that.
20-year-old needs to be having all these different private conversations with someone who's in middle school. Like a 20-year-old should be out there enjoying their life, trying to do new things with people their age. And obviously, pretty much anyone with a platform online is going to have some fans who are kids. And so it's obviously the adult's responsibility to not be in like constant communication with them. It's really not that hard. Either way, he felt so comfortable with Chris, to the point that he was asking him about his addiction to adult cartoons.
This is a bad way to have your schmentai. Okay.
And they were having a lot of inappropriate banter
Yo, ban this. Yo, under the jail, bro. Under the jail, bro. Under the jail, bro. Under the jail, bro.
Hey, Pookie.
Damn, I don't have the goddamn sound effect anymore. My fault.
publicly on Twitter when Lava was only 14.
Guys, we are so close to our goal. Oh my god, one more Patreon and I'm releasing my nudes. And this is the part I have a problem with. This isn't a group chat. This is literally just him and this other guy that he's been talking to and that he's friends with online. Lava says, I'm your first Patreon big boy. And he shows that he donated some money. He donated like $1 or something. So it's not enough to meet the goal. And he says, but not $5. Pathetic. Just kidding. Kissy face.
Yeah, y'all should know from back then what type of timing he was on. You know he like little boys back then, man. Y'all should have known. I'd never said one of my men's no kissy face. I would never said nobody, no male I'm cool with no kissy face. What? What? Ask any of my niggas, bro. Ask any of the bros, bro. You could never say I sent that to one of the bros. In any of the years I've known niggas, bro. Ever.
I'll tell you what it means. It means that you're telling him that he needs to donate $5 so you...
Chill, I would. See, that's different. Okay. You have shit. Okay. You're ruining my point, buddy.
can release your or whatever.
Okay, but like this though? Like that though? 20-something-year-old to a little 14, 15-year-old that you never met before in your entire life? Come on now.
Says, wait till my Twitch revenue comes in. Winky face. And of course...
Not knowing more than a 3-year gap though. Alright then.
It continues. He says, check again, and he tags you, I think. At least that...
Okay.
That must be you, or he's tagging you. And of course he says, I posted some fire news for you, please no share. And this is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old, that you know is 14. And at the end of the day, you cannot be talking about topics like this with someone that is this young.
Okay, here's my main problem. And like you just said, it's not like you didn't know his age. You know that he's a child. You're still intentionally doing this because you talked to him outside of this. And you haven't talked for years. What is this, 2018? The first message I saw was from like 2017, 2016. So you know at this point that they're a minor and you're doing this on purpose.
At the end of the day, you cannot
be jokes towards him, and at the very worst, he's literally flirting with a 14-year-old on the timeline. But by the time Lava would turn 16, he would apparently even meet up with Chris at some point. And he even talked about this extensively on like a Mr. Beast Discord server. Now I do want to make it clear that this guy Prism, who made this video, spoke privately with this Lava guy. And Prism claims that Lava's statement is that nothing bad ever happened when they met up back in the day, and that basically their relationship never really got inappropriate. And as I'm editing this video, guys, Lava actually took to Twitter to make his own statement about the situation, where he says these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken in.
Yeah, flirting with a little kid is not edgy. That's not edgy. That's not an edgy joke. That's just weird.
Advantage of. Can you do me a favor and comment on these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? The situation takes away from children who are actively being exploited every day online. I'm not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos or at all. And keep in mind that's after this morning he removed all affiliation with Mr. Beast from his Twitter page. And now we have yet another update where Keemstar has jumped into the picture. He says that Mr. Beast connected him with this guy Lava directly, and that Lava is denying all of these allegations, and now claiming that him and
it was not edgy. These jokes are not edgy, you goddamn white idiot. You palm-colored... you palm-colored, picket sign having, pickaninny.
and Chris did not have any sort of private interactions, and then when he went to meet up with Chris, that apparently his entire family and the Mr. Beast crew were present. I ran Discord with Chris Tyson when I was 13, edgy and inappropriate jokes were said. That's it. So take with that what you will. And you guys already know if there was gonna be one person to defend Chris in this entire situation, it was going to be that fool Ethan is online, who last time we caught up with him was pretty much defending the sick people that they catch on.
Yeah, he was defending EDP.
Predator poachers. So here he was trying to watch the video on stream where Chris got exposed for liking that very strange artwork.
God, I hate how this is formatted like a commentary video and it feels like it was edited by AI.
If you still think this is a coincidence, the next incident will definitely change your mind. On January
You're watching the sped up version because your brain cells are too goddamn baked in a fucking oven for you to be able to sit through a goddamn video without it being sped up.
25th, 2019.
It also sounds like it was written by fucking AI.
Chatman posted a picture of a character called R.CHRISY from the Rising of the
So the synopsis is Ava used to like... Stop skipping? No, because the synopsis of the video is Ava used to like Shadman in 2017. Don't watch that fucking dog shit video. So bad. Such an awful fucking terribly formatted video. Literally the worst fucking YouTube video I've seen in a long time.
So from the start, you can tell that this guy Ethan feels some sort of personal connection to the call out in that video.
Oh, he likes Shadman.
Just like the sheer amount of anger you can see pulsing through his very tired face. To me, kind of tells the whole story of what his opinion is about to be. Yes, that video that he was watching, it wasn't like the best made video I've ever seen, but it's something that I would expect from kind of like a novice commentary channel. And I do think it was very important for kind of kicking off this expose. But let's hear what Ethan thinks.
Literally just to be like, Mr. Beast's friend 7 years ago had some inappropriate tweets that were a really bad look. You're avoiding the video? That's the whole point. What am I avoiding?
The truth that it doesn't matter that it happened 7 years ago. This guy was into some absolutely diabolical shit.
Didn't like most of the internet at the time with Shadman? Yes.
Fuck side internet are you on? I ain't gonna lie, we got the same face. The fuck side internet were you on?
For some reason, yes.
So his excuse for this disgusting behavior is that apparently most of the internet, they were fucking with this nasty loser who was making these disgusting drawings. I mean, first of all, that just has to be a blatant lie. And to me, the shit he was into is just like inexcusable. I don't give a fuck when it happened. He was already an adult man.
I don't need to see the whole thing.
Bro, tell me why I just got an email from Delta saying my flight might be disturbed due to the IT outage. Oh no! Oh God! God is my first time hearing about it. Talking about some, yeah, wasn't everybody interested in that? No. The answer to that's no. But I for sure just got an email from Delta talking about some, yeah, so just by the way, your shit might be cooked. And I'm like, nigga, what? Look at me, my shit might be cooked. I already checked in, put my bags in and everything. Fuck is we talking about? I know my shit's good, right? My shit gotta be good. That don't make no sense if it's not good. Absolutely right. You'd be absolutely right, gang. Right, twin? Hey.
It's bad. It's a bad video.
And I think that he's claiming it's a bad video because politically it doesn't align perfectly with him.
I'm sorry. It was 7 years ago.
You know how many times this guy Ethan has likely judged people for things that they did more than a decade ago just because they do not align with him politically? Like, that seems to be his whole shtick, is that if you're a conservative because he's very obviously a big-time liberal, well, it's just fuck you. He's never going to give you the benefit of the doubt. He's going to take your words and misconstrue them. But oh, when it's someone who's on his side of history, well, he's going to ride with them to the very end.
I don't want to see it. It's irrelevant. That doesn't make it okay. It's not relevant, though. Is that a gross thing to do? Is it unacceptable? Yeah. But like the anti-cancel culture warriors all of a sudden are like, wait, liking tweets from 7 years ago. Why are we even talking about Mr. Beast's friend? Because she's Mr. Beast's friend.
Yeah, and Mr. Beast has the biggest platform literally in the entire world.
Whether or not the nigga's Mr. Beast's friend or not, you should want creepy people off the internet. I don't understand that point. If someone has a platform, especially as one as big as Mr. Beast, and he's been around from the start, so his clout level is slightly below Mr. Beast. Niggas know who Chris Tyson is, especially with the whole, you know what I'm saying, Transformer shit. Nigga, you'd want that person off the internet. I don't understand.
Since this time, Chris transitioned and is now Ava.
And that's fine, but it doesn't just absolve you of all the nasty shit you were doing before you transitioned.
To give you an idea of how fucking long ago this was! Stop being defensive. You follow Chris on Twitter. Dude, this was a completely different time. I was in high school when this happened. I had no idea who fucking Mr. Beast was, and neither did Mr. Beast.
Bullshit. Niggas knew Mr. Beast was in 2017.
He wasn't even around! What are you saying?
Why are you lying? Yes, he was. That was literally some people
I think that the point they're trying to make is that every single time this type of topic comes up, whether it's someone actually like trying to talk to someone who's underage or just having this type of peculiar behavior, you always seem to be on the side where you are literally rushing to defend the person who's just being absolutely disgusting.
Are you trying to cancel Mr. Beast too because he had that in his living room? It was in Mr. Beast's living room. Should he be canceled too? You can't ever defend Mr. Beast ever again. Don't ever defend him or watch him.
Yeah, Mr. Beast doesn't have a bunch of old tweets linking him to this freak and suggesting that he was a massive fan of him. I guarantee you that if Jimmy was doing that shit back in the day, it would have been brought to light long ago.
Indeed.
And his feet would have been held to the same fire.
Indeed, because guess what? They've been trying to hold up Mr. Beast for years. They've been trying to put Mr. Beast in that file for years, bro.
It shows a bias. Towards what?
Towards creeps.
Do you want to keep acting like Mr. Beast should be canceled forever or something?
No one time said Mr. Beast should be canceled. You're the only one bringing him up at this point. I mean, everyone really just wants Chris to come out and explain why he was into that weird shit.
You should not be apologetic. I'm not apologetic, and now you're literally misgendering Chris.
He's probably more upset about that than he is about the core matter here that Chris was on some weird shit. I mean, this guy's brain is so dense. It just honestly starts to make me a little bit upset. Like, how can someone be so confident in this way of thinking and just be so wrong?
You're spelling it the way she changed it to, but you're misgendering her. So I think that shows that you have a pretty severe bias, actually. You actually have a bias that leads...
So when a nigga actually brings up a good point, you turn into, oh, you're transphobic. You're transphobic. So now you don't have a point. Even though I'm getting backed up against the wall because you're right. You're transphobic, so it's okay.
You outside of reality and away from logic and truth.
Dude, it has to be one of the most ironic statements I've ever heard in my entire life.
Why are you being defensive? Well, you're just changing the complete conversation because you don't have anything to say.
Yeah, it's got to be the most ironic video of all time. Listen, Ethan, get some help, bro. As for Chris, we're gonna need some answers. Like, in my opinion, Mr. Beast don't really need to say shit about this. But Chris, like, if you want to continue to have a
Mr. Beast will, because the internet's going to try and force it out of him.
Platform online, you need to explain yourself a little bit. Like, him just wiping his entire Twitter clean, it just does not look very good to me. But y'all let me know what you guys think down below. I will continue to keep y'all updated on this situation. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy,
I'm not going to lie, Mr. Beast looks like... I'm sorry, not Mr. Beast. Chris now just looks like an ugly white woman. Nigga don't look like a nigga no more. At least in the profile picture, it looks like an ugly white woman.
And Superman and some other internet news how he needs to be.
Oh, no, that's an ugly white woman.
Covered, so I'm out.
That's ugly white woman, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. The way I see it, Mr. Beast gonna have to talk about it because you don't really have a choice in this situation. You don't really have a choice because of the sheer fact that, like, the fact that that's your close friend and you've been defending them for years with all these other things, yeah, obviously those things actually weren't really justified. Aside from the point of, like, okay, why, you know what I'm saying? You have a wife and a son. Why bring the child into the world if you knew you felt this way? That's the only thing where I was like, all right, they might have a point. Because why bring a child into the world knowing that you don't feel right in your skin and that you don't want to be with this woman? You get what I'm saying? Especially if you look at this and you look back, this is like 2017. And if you were flirting with that little boy back then, that means that you like boys from years before that. You get what I'm saying? And then, not to mention, you're not just flirting with a nigga, you flirting with a little boy, bro. Then brought around Mr. Beast and all these other things. So Mr. Beast gonna have to say something at some point. That being said, chat, y'all be safe.